all the time. We have CISO in the store, and we're, so we're like, while they're doing at night, while they're kind of in the studio and doing music, like because this is what we do. We sit around, we talk, and we have convos. Yeah, and sometimes it's just the two of us. Sometimes there's more people here. So like, you know what? Let's just start recording this stuff, okay?
Yeah.
So here we are. Anyway, we did the first one, and we're gonna continue to do these. And it's just not always gonna be about
narcissism.
Yeah, that's just what we chose to start with.
Yeah. But I believe after this episode, we're going to move on to a new topic. So if you would like to hear us talk about anything, just, comment and let us know what you would like to talk about. And
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Whatever you want to talk about, we will talk about it.
If you guys have questions about anything, also, our first one was more about, I feel like,
well, I want to say it wasn't intentional. We didn't start out for it to be about narcissism.
No.
It just happened that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I feel like it was more about what they did like it was more about the narcissist person, and their character and
like traits
and stuff. And we really didn't talk about
the victim.
So that's kind of what part 2 is going to be about. Yes, I'm eating a taffy. I've been a week. Okay. No cigarettes. No smoking.
Yay!
Yeah, so.
No smoking.
Yeah.
Well,
it's been hard, but taffy and suckers, okay?
And here's the remnants of my taffy. And I'm just eating.
Yeah.
Because she is.
Okay, so the victim. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
For a minute.
Well, I'm trying to see here.
I want to talk about gaslighting.
Okay.
Because that's a really, through the whole time that, I was trying to understand and, learn where she was. And I feel like I have been, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like there's different, some are worse than others.
Oh, yeah. And there are different types as well.
Right. And so, the one that her and I have discussed as far as myself being in a situation
with
a narcissist. It was by no means what she went through, but it was still, because it's addicting, isn't it? It's very addicting.
Yes. Well, I found this article. Actually, it's a very good article.
Yeah.
And I would like to share a little bit of it with you. Speaking of addicting, well, gaslighting too, but I do want to, let me find that. I wish I would have,
And if you guys are not familiar, anybody's not familiar with this, please, Google it, search it, because there's so much to read about.
Yeah. Explaining the way they are and the things they do and, their methods, I guess you could say. Hold on, I'm going to try to find the one about it being addicting, because there was one, and it was talking about...
Yeah, I feel like it's very addicting, and it's very hard to...
It is.
...ever get over or get past.
Well, I feel
like it's always there in the back.
I would love to read this whole thing, because it is so on point, this article.
Maybe we can, I don't know, share the link or something?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, well, let me just read this part right here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, read whatever.
Oh, okay. You were saying about addicting. It says, this is a whole point. It's like a whole paragraph. Depending on the level of trauma, victims suffer uncontrollable PTSD. Loss of appetite and sleep, loss of jobs and other important relationships. They suffer excruciating withdrawal symptoms, which very much truly resembles what a heroin or crack addict goes through without their drugs, due to the narcissist's insidious condition of intermittent reinforcement and gaslighting.
Mm.
The most humiliating thing is the vast majority of the public won't understand this psychology, and so it makes the victim completely isolated to suffer this silently alone. When I go through the withdrawal symptoms, I literally felt like I was going to die. Completely illogical, but it's very real to be addicted to a narcissist, like a drug addict is to their drugs.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. And that is so true.
Yeah. And I feel like what's hard for me, even like whenever I was, in the situation, like you feel, and now that I know some people that are right now in this situation, like I feel like they feel, and even I did, like the crazy ones. I'm sure you did. Like you feel like you're the
that's what
one.
well that's what they their goal
and
is.
they make you question yourself, and you're like, oh my god,
your sanity.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like they make you question your own reality. Like, well, I know they said that, but I mean,
yeah, and you can say something.
You can have it written right here.
Yeah, you can say something, and then they convince you that you really didn't.
Yeah.
Or you cannot say something.
It can be in writing.
Yeah.
One time I had a message, a text, and I was like, but you said this, that, and the other. And he was like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, but it says right here that's what you had said. Okay, I guess if you say so.
Yeah. Well, I read this somewhere. I don't know where, because I read so much about it. But that one woman literally had to start voice recording.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah. So voice recording that way, because she was really feeling crazy.
Yeah. So she could watch it herself.
Yeah.
Probably after they gaslighted her and told her that it wasn't true.
Okay. Yeah. So if you can define
Gaslight?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
And while you're talking about what we're talking about,
should I do an example or a definition?
I think both.
Okay. I will do that.
Yeah.
Let me go look it up. You go ahead and say what you're going to say.
I was just going to talk about Amber Rose. You know?
For sure.
Like, I've always loved her, but, well, maybe I've just been infatuated with her and her looks and the way, I don't know, but now.
I just love Amber Rose.
I love her.
Like, she is so about
she recently
women
came out
empowerment.
With a statement talking about her relationships and being with several. Didn't she say, like, several people?
3. Her therapist, because she's had to have therapy because of this, as have I, and probably many other victims of narcissistic abuse. She said her therapist helped her realize that she's had 3 narcissists. She's been in 3 long-term relationships with narcissists in her life.
And I think I know who 2 of them were.
I'm sure Kanye is one of them.
Yeah.
And she did mention 21 Savage in the interview. I don't know if
she
wasn't mentioning him saying that he was one of them, but she was saying, I do not think her husband, Wiz Khalifa, is one.
No.
Because she was, in the interview, she was talking about how her son was with him, and she knows he's safe and having a good time, and she would never say that if he was one.
Yeah.
So.
I had written this down too. What is NPD? No, is that's just what it is?
It's just a.
That's like the medical.
It's a personality disorder.
NPD
is narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, I just got this thing pulled up that said 11 warning signs of gaslighting.
Okay.
Okay, but this is a long list. Let me see what I can come up with real quick.
And so, and just, we had talked about this too, like some of the celebrities that have been known as narcissists is Tom Cruise.
Oh, he totally is.
Yeah.
Kanye West, and I do believe that, I've recently seen a couple clips of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and Kim is just like,
And everybody knows that's okay. I love her, and that's mine. Okay. So.
And I love her too. I am a fan of the Kardashians, but she is just like such a totally different person now. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. The clip in particular that I'm talking about is her and Courtney had went to this dance class.
Yeah.
And Kim was just like basically making fun of them because
yeah. And there's several of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when there was one episode where she was talking about Courtney not taking pictures or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You're the least prettiest or
to look at
something. Interesting. You're the least interesting to look like. Just I don't know. Like yeah. So I do feel like
and that to me is kind of like
from her being in a relationship with a narcissist.
Yes, but that statement in itself is kind of like I would say, my ex used to always say, I don't know how you're so confident. Basically because you're fat. How are you so confident? And that fat, basically. is what he would say, and I'd be like, but they want to, everything that really that people love about you, they want to destroy. Because it's kind of like a jealousy thing.
Yeah.
They don't want.
And see, Kim was always so nice.
Yeah.
And I do remember, like, whenever they first got together, like, he totally, like, made her change her whole wardrobe, like, everything. Like, it's like she had to start over with everything, with her clothes, with her shoes, with her style, with her hair, everything.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to be in control.
Okay, I'm trying to find
Oh, Donald Trump, he's also a narcissist.
Big time.
Just saying.
And they're usually very charismatic.
Uh-huh.
Let me go back to that one article I had because it had an example of. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I should have been more prepared.
Oh, you're fine. I wonder if Justin Bieber really is one.
I don't know. Never thought that about him. But Alec Baldwin definitely is one. I don't know if y'all remember the video of him. He was drunk and he was cussing out his daughter, and she was really young or something like that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that's not good. Steven Seagal is a definite narcissist.
But narcissists, they do feel, because where did I watched a video, and they were talking about them feeling shame, that they do feel shame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's more about how people
perceive
look at
them. Yes. Yeah. They do feel shame. However, I'm pretty sure that sociopaths and psychopaths do not feel any shame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting. Oh yeah, I'm getting distracted. That's easy to do though.
I also wrote down there, they want special treatment.
Where you got that at?
Here. They want special treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Get angry quickly.
Mm-hmm.
They're jealous.
Oh, yeah.
They are not loyal.
No. They're very jealous-hearted people. Like, that's gaslighting. They say things and say they didn't or never said that. Look, this one said, it said, they deny they ever said something even though you have proof. That's exactly what I just said. They use what is near and dear to you as ammunition. Now this is gaslighting here.
Please, everyone, please hear this. Hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat that.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and I'll go into a little more definition.
Say it loud.
Number 3 is
clear.
they use what is near and dear to you as ammunition. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it. Okay, I'll go back.
Wow.
It said, they know how important your kids are to you, and they know how important your identity is to you. So those may be one of the first things they attack. If you have kids, they tell you should not have had those children. They will tell you you'd be a worthy person if you didn't have a long list of negative traits. They attack the foundation of your being.
Wow. Yeah. It's just sad, like.
I mean, it's hard to like open it, but like he used to say, You'd be perfect for me if you just lose weight. You know what I mean?
Oh God,
Yeah,
yes.
it's like disgusting. To
I
talk
could
about
not
that.
stand this guy, like when she, at all.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
I had to pray about it.
Yeah. They throw in positive reinforcement to confuse you as well. Like they will cut you down and then build you back up, but only to cut you down again, even worse. Like,
And when you, or I don't know, like for you, like, because correct me if I'm wrong, like there was several times that like you were gonna leave or you were gonna not see him anymore, and then you always went back.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
You always. It's like right when it's like the person's leaving
Yeah.
and they're like, no, I'm done. Like I can't.
that's when they come back.
That's when they come back and they're like all like.
And they try to be the person they were in the beginning, which
yes,
was
when
like,
you met them.
which was like your knight in shining armor. But I'll say, like, after I learned about narcissism and like I figured out that this was not good, something that is not right here.
Right.
It's like I would go back, but the time spent would be shorter and shorter every time, because me personally, I couldn't put up with just the knowing and not being able to call it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like once I figured it out, that was it. That's all I needed.
And this relation, like, and also it takes so long to like ever, like, this has been how long ago for you?
Well, it started the second time. This was 2 times. Okay, it was like 2 different long periods of time with me and the same person. But the second time it started in 2012. So.
And went to, like, when was the last? Like,
Last time I talked to him,
Yeah.
like 2015.
And it's still affecting her.
Yes. Yes.
Like 3 years later, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Last time I talked to him was when my
always
mom
will.
passed away, and like he came over trying to be sincere. I'm not one. Okay. Anyways, let me just.
Because they know how to get you. Like, they
Yeah.
know your weak spots.
Yes.
They know.
Your vulnerabilities. That's what they prey on. That's what they.
Yeah.
It is like a predator and prey type situation. Okay. They project. Let's see. I'm going to read this to you also. They are a drug user or a cheater, yet they are constantly accusing you of that.
Oh, yeah.
This is done so often that you start trying to defend yourself and are distracted from the gaslighter's own behavior. So it's basically a tactic to throw you off your train of thought so you can be focused on not what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're cheating and they're using, so they're going to put it off on you so you can have a reaction and forget all about the real thing that is the problem.
So, what would you tell people that like are in that situation right now, like, and maybe they're trying to get out, or sometimes they think they want to, and then they do want to, and then they like what?
I mean, that is a tough one because it is really hard to break away from the narcissist.
And especially, I think, like if you're actually like if you have kids and if you're
Oh my God, so much worse if you have kids.
Yeah.
Like, so much worse. The best thing that helped me was Facebook groups. I would go on to these narcissism-free Facebook groups and basically just like read other people's stories, you know?
Yeah.
And like, you learn a lot and you learn that they're all the same. All the narcissists are the same. They use the same tactics. They got the same method. They're all the same.
And the victim, I feel like, also becomes after a while, and after, especially I think, like once they figure out exactly what's going on, and that they are with a narcissist, like I feel like depression kicks in. Kind of some, I feel like even just give up, you know, or they kind of, what's the word, like, to everyone else, it's like they even start putting on a show. Like, because they want everyone else to think they don't want them to know, like, okay, I'm just not strong enough to leave, so I'm going to pretend like everything's fine. Like, everything's changed, everything's great.
Oh, yeah.
And when in all reality, it's not.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Because more than likely, other people in your life really don't like your significant other or the narcissism in your life.
Right. I, can remember back when she was going through some things, and she would call me, and because he knew that I knew about him, and he knew that I figured out what he was, and what was really going on, and so, like, he would want me, like, they will put you up to saying stuff, and they will want you, like, look, this is what you're going to say to her, this is what you're going to say to your best friend, and this is how you're going to say it to your best friend, and you're going to tell her that the way she's acting is hurting you more than it is me.
Yeah.
To try to make me feel bad, because they know, like, that I care about her, but guess what they did? I stood my ground, and it really almost kind of ended our friendship.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't backing down.
Yeah.
Once
I would hide. Like if I was at his house and she called, decline, I'll call her back.
And then
I'm gonna call her back.
And I always knew though, I knew that. Like,
yeah.
And then she'd be like, hey boo, I was just at the gas station.
Yeah.
No, you wasn't.
I'm the worst liar ever.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was.
Yeah. But luckily, thank God, she's came a long ways. And based on that's what we're just trying to do is, like, help other people.
Yeah.
Because it's very sad, but it's real, and it's happening, and it's happening to people everywhere that we know, that we don't know, that are
daily.
So, yeah. And it's such a real thing, and like I just think people, I don't know, like, sleeping under the rug, or like don't. They don't look at it as being so bad.
Well, narcissism has always been put out to the world as just a disorder about being vain, about being pretty, and like you like looking at yourself, and which that is, part of it.
Yeah.
But it's way deeper than that.
And they're
way
better
deeper.
at everything.
Yes.
Everything. Okay. Yeah. They can do it all.
If you can run 10 miles an hour, they can run 10.5.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my
They
God.
make you think. They just make you feel like you're crazy.
Yeah.
I can't deal.
I wish we had more time, because there are, like,
and we can,
we can get into it more later, but I don't want to make our whole show be about narcissism,
right.
Because I kind of have like a little, I'm nervous to talk about narcissism, because there was a time when everything was narcissism, everybody was a narcissist, and all that I talked about was narcissism. So, it's funny because, like, the other day I was talking to my boys, and I said the N-word. And they were like, huh? I said the N-word. I don't want to say the N-word. But I was talking about narcissism. And I was cracking up. Because, like, sometimes I just don't even like to let that word come out my mouth.
Right. And I will say this, just because, like, there's so many, like, if you're jealous or controlling, if you have that doesn't mean, oh my gosh, they're a narcissist. It doesn't mean that. Like, I feel like out of all of the traits that there is, like, maybe if they have maybe 7 to 10 of these traits.
There is a list you can look at.
Yeah, so it's not just like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend's jealous. So
everybody has narcissistic traits.
Yeah.
Everybody has some traits in their,
but they're not full blown narcissists.
Yeah, that's a totally different realm.
Yeah. I'm looking because I want the person to know.
She's looking at you, and she's telepathically speaking to you.
Yes.
Do you see it?
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Next time, who knows what we're gonna talk about? I have no idea.
We're not for sure yet, but it's gonna be something hopefully fun, and we're hopefully
Yeah.
gonna have a fun guest.
Yeah, a little less.
A little less boring.
I don't feel like it's
Well,
boring.
we're
a little less real, intense.
Yeah.
Because this is
Not so serious.
Not so serious. Yeah,
Because we're not really. I mean, we can be serious, and
I can really be serious.
but I don't like to be serious all the time.
Not at all.
I like to have fun.
What's the word?
We're gonna have to cut that out.
What? I didn't even hear. We're
Conservative? No,
I'm not.
not really.
Okay.
I wouldn't say conservative, but just class. Are you talking about like your dress?
Yeah. No. I'm talking about
Your whole thing?
Yeah, like.
I don't know. I guess maybe you are conservative.
Yeah.
But when I say conservative, I think of Republican, and you're not that
No.
at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna use the word. Let me look up a different word for conservative because I don't like that word.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, and one time, who knows, we may even do one about politics.
We will.
It's a possibility.
Oh, we will.
Sky's the limit. We can talk about whatever we want to.
And I think it
Or
would
whatever
be,
you guys want to talk about.
it might be kind of cool if we had some Republicans as the guests.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of, I don't know. I probably end up punching somebody in the face. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a great idea. But who knows? We'll figure it out. And until then,
Another word for conservative. Traditionalist, traditional, old fashioned, unadventurous.
Okay. Really? Okay. I just feel like
Unadventurous.
we're opposites, but I feel like I'm the adult
She is.
in the friendship.
And I'm the child.
Yes.
I'm like the prepubescent child. I'm the adolescent.
Sorry we didn't have guests. Everyone.
Who needs guests when you got us, though? I mean,
True.
Okay. It is what it is.
Bye.
Bye. See y'all.